All right, everyone. Welcome to another Florida Men draft. This one's Magic Online Intermediate Draft League. I'm gonna cancel this so I don't get thrown into another league while I'm trying to record. I've done that before. It doesn't lead to a good recording. It's an interesting first pack here. I think we have a clear choice in the rare. It can be very strong. Um, if it goes a little unchecked, I'm not sure why my camera is having trouble focusing on this lovely face, but I think we're gonna go for Cranko here. Well, if you get some counters on this, it can just go off, and it attacks as a 2/3 your first turn, and it's a pretty cheap drop. So if you curve into this, they have maybe a defender that can block it reasonably well, and then you just untap, go removal, and attack with this. It's good stuff. I actually like. I think Bioessence Hydra, is that worth something? I thought I saw it was, but I think it was just paper. Yeah, no, it's not worth anything. I think Bioessence Hydra can be really good, but I've been wanting to play with Krenko, and maybe like a green-red or a green-white deck is something I've been wanting to explore a little bit. So I'm going to pick up the Samet. If we're on the play and we get Krenko out and then we just Samet it, that's a super powerful combo right there. If you build your deck to have a lot of creatures, Samet can actually be pretty decent, especially the fact that I can scry. Here, I think we stay open a bit and we spell gorge or weird. In any given deck, I'm not happy that I'm not seeing a lot of red green, but there's only one common, one uncommon, and one rare taken. So it could be just a light pack by coincidence. But we don't have to be red green either. We can be red white, in which case Wanderer Strike is good, but this keeps us open. We could be red anything, actually. Now there's an Obnixilis Cruelty, which is pretty cool. But I think having a second Spellgorger Weird might be better in this case. Like I said, it keeps us super open. We can see what keeps on coming our way and then make a decision for pack 2. Here, I think I like the first Chandros Pyro Helix. You can get 2 small blockers out of the way. You can go for Face or Planeswalker if you need to. You can do some cool stuff. So I think I'm good with that. This is a nice indication that red-green is open, and we're seeing a lot of red-green. We're seeing a lot of green cards here. And red-green works well with Samet, because our mana will be a little better. So I think we go Domri's Ambush. It can make our Spellgorger weird at 4/4 and eat something. It's good with Krenko. So I think we do that. Here, I'm okay with the Chain Whip Cyclops. Not the most exciting. These are pretty good cards, late white cards. So I don't know if I'm going to want a second Chain Whip Cyclops, so I think I'm just going to take a Wanderer Strike just as a, if white seems super open, or we open something white in pack 2, but I'm really happy with this start so far. It's a deck I haven't really got to draft before, this green-red aggro kind of looking thing, so I'm pretty excited about this. We'll see how it plays. I actually haven't run into it too often either. Maybe it's just hard to get the pieces to come together. We do want some non-creature spells for Spellgorger's Weird, but you really don't need many. If you get 2 off or 1 off, I mean, it's a 3 for 3 if you get 1 off. And then other than that, yeah, so let's pick up this Pouncing Lynx. We can end up red-white still, and all we're giving up is Domri's Ambush, which would be really good in our deck, but it's not super crucial if white's just that much more open than green. I don't think this deck is going to be able to support splashing, so it's unlikely we'll be able to play that and Wanderer Strike. But if we end up base red-green and get some of the green fixtures, that might be good. Here, Light Shield could be good with Krenko. Honestly, so could Samet Sprint. I don't want to commit to green or white too hard. We can also just take Iron Bully, which is also good, and a creature. Yeah, this is like a little too into the beatdown realm. Let's just go Iron Bully. Here's a red-white card, Heartwarming Redemption. And here's a green card. Okay, so we're kind of open on both these fronts, so we'll just see how pack 2 goes. We'll prioritize red, and then if we open a bomb in green or white, we can just easily pivot. So I like where we are. And honestly, if we open a bomb that isn't in green or white or red, we could consider it still. We're not too deep in one way. But it appears that green is our color here, because we picked up Erroneous God Eternal, which is pretty nice. It's only worth 2 tickets, which isn't super nice, but I mean, if we're a creature heavy deck, this thing will do work. It'll come down. This with Krenko is pretty disgusting. Other contenders here, Jaya would be really good with what we have going on here. Burning Prophet actually isn't too bad in an aggressive deck still. Gideon's Triumph is good, but we're gonna... Oof. Okay, so I think we're gonna lose these things. Let's get these cards back, which is nice because it adds more non-creature spells. Here, a second Summit would be interesting, but I think our first Dreadhorde Arcanist is good. We have ways to make it big. We have a couple of cheap spells to buy back already. So Summit into this is really good. So I think I'm digging that. Here we have a lot of 3-drops going on. I think I'm going to take the first Rubble Belt Rioters. It's not very good if you don't have any other creatures, but it can attack as a, you know, as a 3/3, 4/4 pretty consistently, and it has haste, which is nice. It can come out of nowhere. Here I think I like the first Turret Ogre. We might have some 4-power things in here to get the ping in, and we're gonna be going to face a lot and want a creature heavy deck. I'm pretty stoked about this deck. It seems like it can do some solid work. I really need to learn the name of that Jaya's card. I forget what it's called again. Let me start this video upload. I wonder if it can handle this. Of the last draft we just did. Hopefully I don't see frames dropped or anything. I don't think so. Man, these God Eternals are such a pain in the ass to deal with. We have to be careful. If we're going to be an aggressive deck, we need some more 2-drops here. Our top end is looking pretty solid already. Chain Whip Cyclops is going to be a good mana sink if we just run out of things to do. Bond of Passion has been really impressive. But I think Chandra's Pyrohelix is going to be good for our deck. It's going to remove early blockers. It's something we can more likely buy back with Dreadhorde Arcanist. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're catching me while I'm on. We got a pretty nasty green-red deck, Gruul deck going on here. With God Eternal, we got Summit, we got Krenko, we got Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm pretty excited to play this couple Spellgorger Weirds where I'm not sure exactly how many non-creature spells you need to make this card, you know, I don't know the tiers of unplayable, playable, really good. I think in the blue-red deck, obviously it shines, but I think it's doable in a deck that just has about 8 non-creature spells. Here, I think we can take our Burning Prophet. It's not the greatest beater. We can also do a top end with Invading Manticore. I don't think Thundering Ceratok is where we really want to be. I think Manticore is a better card. I think I've been more impressed with Burning Prophet. Ooh, okay. Band Together is really nice. I like the sorcerer, or I like the instant speed of it. There's the Crawl Stinger, which can get in, another Burning Prophet, but I think a second Domri's Ambush is where we want to be. It makes a card bigger, it kills something most likely, and it's easier to buy back with our it's good synergy with Dreadhorde and Krenko. Here, Nahiri's, if there's a deck where Nahiri's Stoneblades is good, it is this one with having Krenko and Dreadhorde Arcanist, so we will not rule that out. Here, I'm surprised Jaya went so late. We have mostly red cards, and having all of our red sources deal 1 extra damage, especially with 2 Chandra's Pyrohelixes, it's going to be pretty busted. We could throw Catharsis in the sideboard. Another Spellgorger Weird might be good. Bolt Bend could be good. Sideboard. Bonded Pat. Yeah, red is wide open. Apparently no one wants to even touch red this draft. I bet you we even get a Mountain as our last pick. No, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if Bonded Passion might be too expensive for this deck. We don't want to curve that high. We want to get things on the board early. And we want, we definitely want a lot of creature cards, considering we have two Domries and Ambushes, and a Courage and Crisis, and Samet, which all rely on having creatures out to be solid. Okay, so I think Karn is worth quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna ticket draft here. We are giving up a third Chandra's Pyrohelix, which is unfortunate. But that's the only card I'm really that excited about in this pack anyway. Manticore and Crawlstinger are kind of replaceable. And this is worth, according to my reference here, 14 tickets. So this pays for the whole draft right there. Oh man, what a pack, huh? Yeah, MTGO drafts are definitely way more, obviously they're realistic, we're against people, but it just seems like they make sense. They just make so much more sense than what the bots are doing that I'm never really shaking my head. This is a hard one. Zach, do you have an opinion on what to pick here? We already have a Jaya, so drawing two Jayas might be a little awkward. It is a very strong card. Jaya's Greeting is another way to remove early blockers, which I think this deck wants. Heartfire is good, though we don't have a lot of things we really want to sack anything to. I think we want creature. Grim Initiate is something that we could sack to. I think we picked the first Jaya's Greeting here over the second Jaya. Raging Crunch is good. The green cards aren't as aggressive as I'd like them to be. So I think I'm going to go for Jaya's Greeting. This is a close one, though. Okay, we're definitely not trying to splash in this deck, so I don't think we want to pick up Widespread Brutality. I think we just pick up the second Burning Prophet. Okay, Dreadhorde Trent is good. It gives us two bodies to work with. Okay, I'm glad you agreed with Greeting. I didn't see your message till after I picked it up, but I think Dreadhorde Twins is going to be slight. We have like no other amass, so it's basically just create two 2/2s is how this reads in our deck. And so it's, if you had more Initiate, I'd say, yeah, I think so too. I have nothing I really want to sack is the problem. Actually, I guess Krenko can make Goblins, and Iron Bully is something that's sacked, but I don't know if I even want to run Iron Bully. Here, I think I'm going to go for the second Rebel Belt Riders. Actually, I'm going to go Heartfire over Dreadhorde Twins. That might be a problem, but I want to stay really low to the ground. I think Band Together is going to be good here. We don't want to pick up too many non-creature spells. Run too many. Ooh, I like having, I think, our first Raging Kronk over the Arlen's Wolf. I like having maybe our first Crawl Swarm over... We have a lot of non-creature spells already. Sorry, I gotta respond to this. Oh, I need to stop uploading here. I think it's messing up my... Yeah, what am I doing? I can do that later. Come back, Speed. I think we gotta take... This is a little hard. I think we... Oh, well, I didn't see the timer go down that fast. Oh, well. We'll take a Manticore for a sideboard. Oh, man. I really wish I picked up the second Heartfire. I think now we can actually even pick up the Grim Initiate over the Raging Kronk or second Heartfire. I don't think I want a second Heartfire. I don't even think I want a second. I think I just like Raging Kronk. We can lose the Iron Bully here. It's not that great. We might just lose the Courage and Crisis. It's good with... Actually, it's good with our Spellgorger Weirds. It's good with Kranko. I think this is still a 17... Or, yeah, 17 land deck. Having 2 Prophets helps us maybe scry away some extra lands at some point. I don't think I want to run 2 Cyclopses. Maybe our Corral Stinger is a better sideboard card. Goblin Assault Team seems pretty good. Okay, so I think we lose a 3-drop or one of our 2-drops here, but all of our 2-drops are definitely solid. So I think I want to lose a non-creature 3-drop maybe? I don't really want to go below 14 creatures in a deck that kind of relies on them. Maybe I lose the Bonds of Passion. I really like all of our 3-drops here. I'm not sure how good our Rubber Belt Riders is. I think if we play it on turn 3, it's going to be a 1/4 haste. Because we don't have any 2-drops with more than 1 power. If we play it later in the game, it has the potential to be basically up to 4 or 5 power haste. So 4/4 haste, but then I have to make sure. I don't know if I really like the Rubber Belt Riders that much. We can give things haste with our Samet already. But then we're losing a creature spell. I think Bolt Bend is something that we just throw to the side for now. And then we gotta lose 2 more things. Ugh. Yeah, I think we lose the Rubber Belt and maybe we lose... I mean, with Jaya, all these red burn spells are good. I think I want to lose a non-creature spell, though. But which one? Yeah, maybe we lose Bond of Passion. I think we're hoping they're dead. Okay. I'll be here playing this game through, for sure. Okay, so here we're going to be heavy red, but how much green do we want? I think we were on 10-7 because we do have the God Eternal. Maybe we do 11-6. We have no way to kind of get to our greens. Oh my god. Oh my god, gotta shut that up. Okay. We really can't be stuck on red in this deck, and 6 is enough to play, I think, 4 single color. Our God Eternal might get stuck in our hand a little bit, but if we don't find red, this deck is just dead. So let's just do that and play here. And remember, this is kind of like free rolling because we opened a card. And we're going to get all of our tickets back anyway, so that's nice. Look at that, and we already have one of our greens, so hopefully we find the other. This is a nice starting hand. Ooh, that's actually really good if we find a way to pump it. No! No! Bye-bye. Well, yeah. Bye-bye, God Eternal. It's really not an imminent threat, and they might be scared of dying before that thing comes down. I'm not sure what their hand is, but it's definitely our most powerful card. And here, I think we play a Raging Crotch. We'll play out the Forest because they know we have it. So I got removal for something if they play a creature here. So we're a little weak to removal right now. But if all they got is a creature to play, yeah, we're pretty good. I think we just Jaya's greeting that and get in with both. Yeah, I think we attack with both here. If they want to double block either of these, we can. They know they're gonna get blown out, but we can clear their board. And then we'll still have the board advantage, even though we're not adding anything to it. They could just block there, and that's fine. I think getting another 4-3 out is good. They can't really leave up the 3 mana to get the Spark Reaper going, and the more pressure we get on board, the better. Now we can make some pretty good blocks, I think. They could have Lazotep plating is something we have to think about here. But now we got a couple instants. I think we just attack with our 2 4-3s and see what they do. It's going to be awkward blocks for them. I mean, that's fine. So I think if we... I mean, they're going to get 2 of our spells out of our hand, but that's not that big of a deal. Or we can just trade... Yeah, let's Jaya's greeting this thing first, see what happens. Actually, I think I'd rather Pyrohelix this thing first, because then if they have Lazotep plating, we can respond to that. And set, yeah. So let's do this. I mean, now if they have Lazotep plating, it's gonna kind of suck, and I should definitely. Okay, well, it's still dead, and we definitely don't need that. They don't know about band together, so that's another piece of removal we have. So we could kill anything with 5 health. Yeah. And here we just attack with our Turret Ogre. If they double block, we can get them good. I don't think there's any single black cards they could play. They should double block here. Doesn't matter what order we do, but we'll just do that. And then we'll go these 2 to kill that. Let me make sure that's right. Target creature be dealt. Okay, now they don't have a board, and we have a 4-3 attacking. If they find removal, we could play out a Spellgorger. They might have like a Spark Harvest here. I think if they had Omnixilis' Cruelty, they would have used it by now. They could have Omnixilis itself, but we get to draw cards then. If we can pump our Dreadhorde, it's going to look good. Okay, that can't block profitably, so that's... Ooh, okay. So now I think... Honestly, we can do this. Can't block with either. We get to buy back. Pyrohelix here. Okay, they've seen enough. Okay, well this deck worked very well. They do have a lot of things on the ground that's going to be tough to get past. They have a lot of X3s, but I mean, a lot of our 3-drops are good against that. On the draw, maybe we lose one of our 2-drop creatures and put in Crawl Stinger here. I think that's maybe what we do. We lose one of our Burning Prophets. Let's do that. All right, the fact that we have 11 mountains means we have a 33% chance to draw a mountain, and there we go. Spellgorger Weird into Dombri's Ambush into Courage and Crisis. It's nice all-in on one card here, which we won't do, but... Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. This is match 1. Oh, there goes Why do they gotta do this? What are the odds that God Eternal's in our hand both times we start? And honestly, they might Spellgorger Weird. Nah, they can't. They can't do it. Okay, well, we need more creatures. This is why this deck needs a decent amount of creatures. 14 might be a little low. for this type of deck, because all of these basically require creatures to work well. So if they have removal for a Spellgorger Weird, we might be hurting. And we saw that blue-black card that can exile a target creature with power 3 or less. So this is good for us. Let's see what happens here. They don't know about the Pyro Helix. We can grow this to a 4/4. We can Pyro Helix. We can attack with this Pyro Helix. Both. We can band together and kill this because it's going to get a counter on it. And that's more mana efficient, I think. Corrosion Crisis will make this become a 5/5, which is kind of nice, but then we can't get blockers out of the way. I think we just Domri this to this. Get in. This way, Corrosion Crisis seems like more of an investment. If they have removal, it's gonna be a 2/2. It's strange that they're attacking here. Maybe it's a Spark Harvest and they want to just sack it and play out something else. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we need to draw creatures, and that is not a creature. Chandra's Pyro Helix is the only thing we actually use effectively in this. Maybe they'll just flood out. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Maybe I should not be playing out these lands, actually. We do need double red for... what do we need double red for? Maybe we don't, actually. Yeah, I'll sandbag any lands now. Oh, okay. Okay, we need to find something to kill this thing. That's gonna work perfectly. They're tapped out, so I think we... They can't keep on drawing off of that. And they have 2 good sack targets to it. Again, if they find removal for our Spellgorger, it's going to be a problem. We can make this thing pretty damn huge, but it's not going to help us. I don't think I want to put all my eggs in that basket. Massacre Girl is going to kill everything. Well, unfortunately. That's fine. We can hard fire that thing down. I will leave the mountain in my hand this time. Okay, can't kill that. Jaya would be pretty nice. Okay, Cyclops is good. Well, we can't race, so we might have to hard fire this to kill the Massacre Girl, which feels pretty bad. I might wait till one more draw here. I don't think we can, but they're totally untapped. I mean, if we take 6, we don't have 5, and this thing has potentially a 2-turn clock if they could give it a counter. So I think we have to... It's not ideal, and if they stop this from happening somehow, we're definitely dead. But I think this gives us the best chance. Spellgorger Weird is nice. So we can make it a 3/3 instantly. So I'm going to leave it back. If they have that blue-black remove creature, I don't want to put all my cards in one basket this turn with Corrosion Crisis. They know we have Corrosion Crisis, so they might be baiting it out. Okay, so now we can do this. I guess we just do that, because we're not going to be able to kill there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, well, maybe Corrosion Crisis would protect us against these spells, because it would have been 5/5, but not the end of the world still. Okay. That's not good. Okay, so I think they just had really good draw against us here, and now they get to buy back something. On the play, we're going to be real good. Yeah, we're not coming back from this. Even if we find removal for this, they can buy back one of their spells, like Jace's Triumph, get more. Yeah, they don't need to see Salmon. Okay, that's okay. So now on the play, we'll take out that Crawl Stinger again, put back in the Burning Prophet. Both bend seems actually pretty good. They have a lot of things that target our creatures. But I really don't. I think this Chandra's Pyro Helix doesn't look amazing. Actually, this Heartfire doesn't look amazing. We don't have a lot of good things to sack. Let's just do that. Okay, this is... Actually, we can get them kind of out of nowhere with Raging Crunch into Goblin Assault Team. Could be good. And we could always draw. They mold to 6, which is nice. I hope they don't have Total Invasion, but at least we'll get our Crunch out beforehand. Crunch is pretty useless if we don't draw another creature. Oh, this is actually a nice curve here. Goblin Assault Team can make Courage and Crisis a little better. I think we definitely Raging Crunch here. If they don't play anything out here, they're gonna be hurting. If they play out Spark Reaver, that's fine too. Actually, that's even better. They might want to block this, so I'm just gonna get in the extra 1 damage. Now we have Domri's Ambush for removal. That's fine. So we're gonna go down to 11 already. They can't really remove something, and they can't remove 2 things for us and throw down a blocker with only 3 mana. So I mean, that's just a blocker, but that's fine. Okay, so I think what we want to do here is we can attack with both of these. We could Domri's Ambush this thing. Yeah, actually that's better. We Domri Ambush this, and then we can attack with these two, and they kind of start to have to chump block. And they can't kill anything. Oh yeah, and we get to Scry, which is nice. Put that on the bottom. Man, we're just running them over here. And now just playing out Turret Ogre is going to be lethal. So I don't know how they come back from this. Courage and Crisis is going to give us a 3rd attacker lethal. So they have to do some work here. If they just play out a couple of blockers, Turret Ogre is going to ping them to death. I don't think they have a answer to this that I can think of. Domri's Ambush is real good in this deck. There we go. Whew. Okay. So on the play, this deck is significantly better. Oh, it's so nice opening a card that's worth 14 tickets. Not too shabby. This is probably going to be my last draft while streaming. I'm a little tired. I need a shower. Hopefully we can find someone to play against. Oh, I never moved my camera. I should do this, shouldn't I? I think right there is better. Guess I don't need to be this big. Let's see. I can just do this. Guess that's the least intrusive. We can see everything that's important. Oof. Oof. I want to be greedy and keep this, but I don't think I can. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we're keeping hope for a mountain here. If we can get Spellgorger Weird popping off, that's the only chance we might have after a mulligan to 5. We could have a 2-3-4 curve with a mold of 5, which would be pretty insano. Courage and Crisis is actually nice because it gives us a 3-5 and a 4-4 attacker here. I hope they just play a creature and not removal. I really don't want them just leave up their mana. I feel like that's scary, but we gotta go all in with this shit. Okay, that's fine. They can't block efficiently. We get a Scry. Ooh, Krenko is even better. Let me just do that. Okay, this we can come back from this if they do not kill Krenko this turn. I think if they had removal, they would have removed the Spellgorger anyway. I feel like it's removal. Oh, whew. Okay, okay. So this thing gets another counter attack, so it's going to be a 3-4. It's going to be a 4-5, so we can actually attack with it this turn. Oh my god, this is going to be great. We definitely want to put both fees on there. It's fine. That looks good, actually. It's a removal. We want to definitely do that. And then we attack with everything. Krenko's going to save us. Okay, I think we want to actually just kill the army because we don't want something. If they have the a mass 3 spell, I don't want there to be a 5/5 on the board. I know the Aven's a flyer, but I don't think that's very important for us right now. Now we're gonna go super wide. We know what we're drawing next turn, so we don't need to play out the mountain just in case they somehow make us discard with red, blue. I don't know. Oh man, mold to 5 on the play. We might make it. If they kill our Krenko, we still have. I mean, we can still remove their Aven, grow our Spellgorger Weird to a 5/5. Whoo! Whoa! Mold to 5, win on turn 4. That is not something that happens every day. Okay, so they have a flyer, but we have things to deal with that. We didn't see too much. I think we just run this back. And I'm glad we mulliganed. This, on the other hand, it doesn't look great. We need creatures again, but we have a lot of those. There's one. Not the best creature to draw unsupported, though. Okay, we can Jaya's Greeting something. If they play another Aven, whatever, Aven Eternal, that's going to be kind of a bummer because it's spread out across 2 bodies. What the hell was that? That was bizarre. That card should work in a way that I think we get this out and we don't attack with it. I mean, we could remove that from their board, which is nice. But then we can Domri's Ambush this. And maybe Jaya's Greeting something next turn. Get it for 5 and then hold up our God Eternal. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I think we Domri's Ambush this to this. And then we kill this thing. We can scry 1, get that out of there. Get it for 5. And then we can drop our God Eternal when they have to tap out to play a blocker or remove this. So they can't counter this thing, which is nice. Even if they kill this. Honestly, I think we still just play out Spellgorger Weird here. And then we Domri's Ambush. Yeah, I guess we could spread out our threats a little bit here. This doesn't get him as much damage this turn, but it definitely puts the pressure on here. And then once we drop this God Eternal next turn, I think they're gonna hard concede because they can't leave up a counter. It's unlikely they even have anything they can do other than bounce these. Whew! Snipemare, I am sorry. That is a... You got fucking Rex. That was brutal. This deck is pretty fun. If its weakness is not having creatures, maybe we should take out one. I think we take out this Heartfire and add in another creature here. Because without creatures, this deck is useless. Maybe I'll give this Rebel Belt Riders a try. The Heartfire is kind of goes against. It's kind of like almost a -1 creature. If you just really need to use it, you have to kill off a creature, and then that just makes it even worse. We haven't got our Samet out yet. Our Krenko has only appeared once, but it won us the game hands down. Because we had Mold to 5. That's a... yeah, this looks good. Jaya with the Pyro Helix in hand is pretty good. Oh, they put us on the play. That may have been a mistake, sir or ma'am. We do need more lands here. Samet's going to be good for our Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm not going to be upset if we have to use our Pyro Helix here. Which I think we might. I mean, there's a good chance we'll buy it back. We might not have anything better to spend a mana on. We could get in. But we do need to find some land. We got lots of strong cards in our hands here, but even if we find a land, more likely going to be a mountain still than a forest, so I don't know if our Rebel Belt Riders are going to get out, and even if they do, it's not going to be that good. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Domri's Ambush is going to be good if we ever find a forest, because then we could maybe eat something and buy back our Chandras. Do we play it, or do we just get power graveyard without paying its mana cost? That's pretty damn good. Okay, let's see what they find here, if anything. There's a chance that they miss. Oh, nice. Another Pyro Helix. I think we actually just get this block out of our way. It's kind of like wasting resources, but I think we're going to be up on actual spells compared to them. We're just might be too behind on mana to make this game work out, but we'll see. Domri's Ambush is going to be, well, if they just drop like a even Eternal or something. If they remove our creature here, that's going to be bad. Samet's going to make this a lot better. We have a God Eternal. I don't know what they're doing. They have 5 cards in hand and 5 mana out with both their colors. So they've got to have something here. We'll keep on attacking. I mean, that's kind of a bummer, but that's fine. That's fine. I think I'll they make it a 4-5 or a 3-4. And they buy back the Augur, I assume. Spellgorger Weird is decent here. So they get to play an Augur, look for a spell. Man, if we just hit our green land a little earlier, I think we would have been better off. Maybe it was greedy keeping that hand, but it seemed greedy to also mulligan and hope for something better. It was just kind of like one of those on the border hands. And now they found a nice removal spell. And this is going to get a little stronger. And they found something even better. Okay, so they're going to do 4 in the air here. We're going to play our Spell Gorger out next turn. Get a Tyrant scoring it. And then we could be okay here. If we find a forest after this, we can Goblin Assault Team, and then we can Domreeze ambush this thing and still kill it. Actually, it might be a 6/6. They might just leave this in hand until it's a threat. Yeah, this is awkward. So many strong cards, just not the lands to play them. That's okay. We'll definitely be on the play next turn. And on the play, it looks pretty bad against them. We do have some 3/3, some 1/3s here. I might just concede here. Okay, because this thing's going to be now a 5/6. I don't really have anything that could kill this. Yeah, we're dead this turn. Okay, so they have some good removal for our stuff here, so I think I want to make it a little more creature heavy than what we have going on. Pyrohelix didn't look too great, so let's do that and be on the play. Pyrohelix with Jaya is really good, admittedly, but I mean, we can't rely on that happening. Okay, this is good. We don't have early creature, unfortunately, but and we have to find more land again, so hopefully that whole thing doesn't happen. So we have to find lands and creatures, which is kind of unfortunate, but mulliganing down to 6 against a blue-black value deck on the play seems pretty rough. Hopefully they play something we want. Jaya's Greeting. If it's just a Augur of Bolus, it's not really what we're trying to do. So that's nice. If we just keep on finding lands, we're going to have a really strong hand. Maybe a Smart Creeper here would be good for them to play. Nope. I think we're going to get this out. If they have a counter, they have a counter. It might just be reading it, which is nice. If they just play something that threatens this, like the Drake, we can just kill with Jaya's Greeting. Krenko is real good here. Yeah, I think it's worth... Actually, is it? Yeah, if they find like Spark Harvest or something, we get some value out of this for sure. Because it's going to be attacking as a pretty hefty thing here. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. We can Jaya's Greeting and then buy it back in the same turn. And they're going to have to use whatever removal they have on Krenko this turn. So I doubt they're going to target the Samet. You can also Courage and Crisis our Krenko. Nyxos' Cruelty, I assume. That's fine. This thing's gonna go down. Jaya's gonna be real good with the 4 goblins here. Well, I guess we don't need to buy it back in the same turn. You may, it's right, yeah, you may cast. Okay, so we'll do this. Actually, let's just, there's no benefit. We can double scry this way, which is nice. I think I will take the land. Play that. We don't need the scry, but I'll take the extra 2 points of damage. We do not want to do this. Okay, so what can they do here? I think they are in deep trouble. That's a good one. With this land, though, we can... I think we could send out this Chain Whip and then get it in for 6 and then next turn drop Jaya. Let's do that. And then we get a Scry, too. It might actually be worth getting in the extra 3 damage here, because then they're going to go down. We don't really need that. If we draw an extra land, we can maybe band together Anchorage and Crisis. But this will have haste, so actually let's put that on top. So if we do this and they don't want to chump, they're going to take 9, go down to 4. Yeah, let's just do that. They're going to get to maybe kill Samet, but I don't really care. That's a really good card, though. I have to remember they have this. They have a good deck. They have a pretty sweet deck, but our deck's hard to beat if we just hit the ground running. Krenko makes the world a difficult place for opponents, especially with Samet out. I'm glad we got to do that combo at least once, even if we don't win the match. I mean, even if they kill the Chain with Cyclops. Okay, that's not going to do it. Sorin's Thirst is good, but they can only kill a goblin. Oh, they got 3 drop here. Can have another Rob Nixil's Cruelty. Yeah, we still win with our Jaya, because all these deal 2 damage and we can do 2 to the face. Yeah, that makes sense too. Might as well. Yeah, so now they're definitely dead. Okay, they got us. They've got a good deck, though. We're going to have to draw really well to deal with this. I don't even know. Their 1/3s are going to be problems for us. Their card advantage is going to be problems for us. Maybe we Bolt Bend? They have a lot of removal. That could be good. I think we throw that in there. And maybe we lose one of our Burning Prophets. It doesn't seem like it's going to be able to attack that well. Let's do that. The Scry is nice, but we gotta get them dead. They seem to have the long-term advantage, so we need beaters. Okay, this is a good... We gotta be careful about playing anything to their open mana, though. Looks like Samet really did some work. Now we have the mana for it. It's gonna pump our Spellgorger if that survives too long. Or long enough. We do not want to flood out, because they're just holding some removal, and they can remove both our creatures. Our deck just becomes super dead, and we can't just keep on not playing things out. So if they don't attack with this, it makes me think they want to actually loot. We haven't seen counter yet, so that's fine. This is going to be good with Domri's Ambush. That's good. I think we Domri's Ambush and kill the Thunder Drink before it can survive. Because I think they would have had removal if they had it. Then we can get him for 4. And then Dreadhorde Arcanist. And the next turn we can Sam it, make our Arcanist bigger, and then play Domri's Ambush when it goes to attack and take out something else. So that'll be pretty nice. Deal 4 damage, create a 4/4 is going to be a little rough. Which I think they might be playing. Okay, return. That's not bad. This is a little awkward. If we Sam it here, we can make this basically grow, kill this, and then Sam it seems pretty safe, and we also get to scry, and we get to do more damage. Let's do that. Scry 1, scry that way. We do want to cast this. Target creature you control, target creature you don't control. Kill the flyer, that can do more damage. Okay, and now we have 2 good creatures to haste. If they kill Salmon here, it's not the end of the world for us. Spark Harvest it could be, but we can still stand it out of turret over and put lots of pressure. That's annoying. Okay, let's see what we draw. That card's so good. Okay, well that's not good. Okay, so if we turret ogre here, salmon it out, I can't really. I could trade for this, but then if they have removal, it's kind of a waste. So yeah, let's just get our value while we can here. We need the scry too. Courage and Crisis is good, I think. You can play. It's not as good as like a creature or a removal spell, but and they can trade the zombie army here, which is fine. Our Sammit's still going to be alive next turn. Hopefully. And then we can get in for a lot of damage with Spellgorger Weird and still scry. Problem is they have removal here. We are in trouble, but what can you do? We're playing around Crushed Descent at least for this. I mean, we can't play around an instant removal spell either way, so yeah. Okay, well now we're in trouble. Because they draw lands, they could just push them away with Erratic Visionary. Yeah, which may be what they're doing. They might be flooding or looking for something specific here. Okay, that's going to get them a spell, most likely, or possibly. Yep, Sorin's Thirst, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. If we find a creature, if we can get it out of Sorin's Thirst range. They could still be holding it up. Nyxil's Cruelty, though. And this is the problem. If we find a creature, we're going to have to kind of go all in on it right now, which isn't ideal, but, you know. I think this has been a really cool draft. They just have one too many removal spells for this deck, and I Enter the God Pharaohs is such a beater. I feel like I always lose to that card. Let's see here. Nope, but now they can get it back, which is forget about. It's stupid. Yeah, I don't know what we could draw here. Even the God, even the Eternal, the God Pharaoh. Is it gonna do it? I don't think. Because it doesn't have trample, and they could just chump block and get back their creatures, and they can even Nyxil's Cruelty it. We'll see what we draw, but if we don't draw anything in the next turn or two, I think we're way dead. They're just gonna have the card advantage here. Oh well. Looks like it's gonna be a 2-1. This one while it lasted. Bullpen makes this interesting. Okay, we do need to find a creature here. Spellgorge are weird. Okay, so we might want all of the mana we could take here. So if they don't have a counter, we could still... We know they have a Sword's Thirst, right? You know, that was a mistake. I think we should have maybe... They return. That's actually not too terrible. Because now we can fix our mistake. I mean, we might be dead by the time it happens, but... If they were attacking with their Spellkeeper Weird, we'd be in much worse shape than we are. Problem is, I guess we can force them to sack this, which might be fine, and then we can Bolt Bend for 1. Okay, now they're gonna try Sorin's Thirst, which is fine. We'll Bolt Bend and just deal 2 to something. And if they have another, like Obnixilis' Cruelty or something, then we're dead. But it's worth a try. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll do that. We gain 2 life, which is nice. And then they're gonna sack that and get back. Maybe Totally Lost is the problem. Okay, well that actually doesn't kill this thing anymore, so it does 4 damage to target. I think it's a target creature. So we have defense here. Oh no, what else they got? Oh, they have that instant destroy. Okay, well now we're dead. Well, we did what we could. Oh man, this deck is annoying as fuck. Blue-black control seems really good in this set. At least they missed. We know they have the deal 4 damage to a creature. Create a 4/4. Yeah, and we lose. Oh well, that was a fun one. Went 2-1. We opened a Karn, so it paid for itself. So we profited. And it's a super fun deck. It's a strong deck. Red green, I haven't been able to actually play with it yet, but now that I have, I think it's pretty strong if you get all the right pieces. And obviously red was super open for us. So I'm going to go trade my cards away for some tickets, but I think that's the end of this recording and the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow me at Twitch TV /FloridaMun. That's, as you can see, my name underneath right here. And I appreciate the watches, and I'll catch you all next time. See you.